Hello? I successfully found the cat hair that was stuck to my face. Success! That's totally not what I have spent the last, minute doing, just trying to, it's like, I can feel it. Where is it? It's fine. Hello? Only congrats on being first. Stuck at the airport? Uh-oh. Where are you trying to get to? Hello? Hello, hello. Hi, CT. Hopefully I get sorted out soon. Oh, butts. I forgot to move. I had to move my books. I finished reading Legends and Lattes. Highly, highly recommend. I did not move it out of the way, though. I got back. I started reading Iron Flame again. Because I read, like, a little chunk of it before, and then I got distracted by other things. Not that I wasn't enjoying it. I just stopped. I stopped reading it because I was reading the book that I was reading that I was bringing to work with me, and then I wanted to finish that one, so I kept bringing it back and forth, and then it unintentionally got set to the side. So, but hello, we are gonna take things chill. I have not coughed all day except for in the last 3 minutes, so we'll see how this goes. Also, my nose has been a little bit stuffy still, but literally it's been okay. I think me getting up and starting to actually get ready for stream and whatever was like, hey, we're moving now. It's like, oh, great. We're gonna take things chill. We're gonna do some review keys, which we had planned to do Portal Fantasy tonight anyway, but I think we might actually do a couple other review keys possibly tonight. We'll kind of see what the vibe is. If anything, we have to do the Portal Fantasy tonight, and anything else is a bonus. So trying to get home from the Atlanta airport. Spent the last 2 weeks on a cruise in Europe with my family, and I'm at the end of my rope about to lose it, and the Atlanta airport is only making things worse. That does not sound fun at all. Also, as much as okay, I can see maybe going on a cruise being fun, and going to Europe is cool, but 2 weeks stuck on a cruise with your family does not necessarily sound great. A 3-hour delay on the tarmac in Barcelona, so missed our connection. So now I've been at the airport for 6 hours. Ugh. That doesn't sound fun at all. The cruise had no Wi-Fi cellular connection, so I was cut off. Yeah. Well, hello. I hope you had some fun on the cruise. I still am torn on whether, I think the idea of a cruise and, going somewhere sounds great, but being stuck on a ship with thousands of people does not sound pleasant. Hi, Looney. Hello. It was so much fun. I'll spam Discord running back. Cool. All right. I'm going to read the Disney fact before I forget, and then put the book down and then not read the fact. Okay. So this one's a 2-page spread of Encanto things. So we read the other one, so I'll read this side. Mirabel's name is inspired by the Spanish word mira, meaning look, which reflects the movie's theme of seeing people for who they truly are. Oh, because she's looking at how people truly are. That's actually kind of cool. I didn't know that one. So Mira means look. So she's looking for who they are. Cool. I feel like that's along the same lines of Lilo meaning lost. That kind of vibe. Has anyone gone to see the live action Lilo and Stitch? I have heard very mixed things. I have heard some people love it. I have heard there are some changes and people hate it. So, hi Amethyst, I'm doing okay. I am getting over a cold, but we're mostly there. I haven't coughed all day except for in the few minutes before I was about to go live, so that's great. I did not sleep great last night, but overall I'm glad to be back to the point that I'm okay, I don't feel like I'm gonna die of coughing every 2 seconds, so Haven't seen it, but heard nothing but terrible things. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I didn't go see the live action Snow White, and I didn't have high hopes for Lilo and Stitch. I was excited back whenever that was that they had to stop filming it, and I was like, oh, I thought they had like stopped indefinitely, like they weren't gonna go back to it. But I don't understand how the movie works. Like, I don't I don't know how they keep a similar plot with the changes I've heard they've made. I have heard that Nani sends Lilo off to foster care. I have heard that what's his name? Gantu? The giant tall alien that chases Stitch around trying to capture him. He's not in the movie, so I don't know what the whole, like, you know, they're not in the movie. I mean, I guess it's the direct boss maybe telling Jumba and Pleakley to go get Stitch. But also, they're both in human form on Earth, and, like, I could get over that, I think. It's still annoying, but, like, I'm like, huh? I don't know. I will say this. I've seen, like, the pictures of the little girl they cast for Lilo, and I think they did a good cast choice there. But that's about it that I think at this moment. Obviously, I haven't seen it. I haven't watched the trailers, so... The cruise was fun, had plenty to do, plus being in new places every day was exciting. Some of the ports, the only thing to do were hella expensive, so my family passed and spent the day at the port on the boat waiting for shows to start. Okay. It's actually one of the better live-action Disney movies, but that's a low... Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a pretty low bar, though. I've heard almost nothing made it from the original. Like, no similar plot, characters are different, totally messed up. Okay. Which, that's the thing, too, is, like... I think that's why I've heard mixed things, because I feel like that maybe is putting it in the same boat as the Mulan quote live action. That the Mulan live action, I liked it because it wasn't the animated. And they didn't try to make it be the animated. Like, obviously they had, like, similar character names and, like, stuff like that, but they didn't try to make it be the animated. So maybe some people are liking it because it's not that? Makes me not want to watch it, yeah. Putting Lilo into foster care part. Yeah, I was like, huh? Huh? So, like, if they make it be its own thing, maybe, but still, I don't know. Pretty sure they uprooted everything that made the original so wonderful. Okay, and tried to patch it up with bad decisions. It also did have, like, a rocky start of just even, you know, which, not like they intended to pause the filming. Like, they paused because of COVID. But... hated the live-action Mulan because they made her a chosen one. Yeah, but, like... yeah, they definitely made her more of a chosen one in the live-action than the animated, but she still is a little bit of the chosen one in the animated one, at least at the end of the movie. Like, for most of it in the training and whatever, no. But, like, she definitely has at least a little bit of that vibe by the end. So... I just read the quote. That's great. For anyone in the future, it's quote 333. Why did the mummy go broke? Because he invested in crypto. Uh-huh. Hi, NLA. Goodness. I don't know. I will say, in terms of Disney live actions, the Cinderella live action, I like better than the original. I like the live action Cinderella more than the animated one. Most of the other ones are not great. The only other one that I do really like is the Little... well, I guess there's two. I do really like the Little Mermaid live action. And I do really like the Beauty and the Beast one. The Beauty and the Beast one, as long as we ignore Like, Emma's talk singing, I don't love it, but I do love that the Beast gets his own song, and I like the rest of the world growth that they did in it. Those three, cool. The rest of them are kind of meh. The ones that I've seen. I have not seen all of them. I've seen most of them, but I have not seen Jungle Book, Lady and the Tramp, if you count that as a live action. I haven't seen Snow White. Well, Lilo and Stitch now. I think that's it. That's all I can think of, at least off the top of my head. Oh, you smell. How's that? Didn't watch The Little Mermaid. Tried, but just couldn't. See, I went and saw that one in theaters. I think also, like, me liking The Little Mermaid one, I think is definitely well, I'm a redhead. I grew up with, I grew up with Little Mermaid, and, like, when we went to Disney and visited Ariel, she would call it, like, me and my sister, like, her sisters. Like, I had a lot of really cool moments related to Little Mermaid growing up, and watching the videos of the little girls who now get to have those moments with the new Little Mermaid, I think that makes me like it. Is I think probably the real reason, more so than the actual movie itself. The only live action I've seen was Lady and the Tramp, and that's only because of the glowing reviews from my best friend who loves the original more than anything. Okay. I feel like the Lady and the Tramp, like, just, I forgot that it was a thing. Like, I remember seeing, like, one little tiny teaser at some point, and then I remember seeing it in passing when, like, on the banners of, like, Disney Plus, but it was never really talked about. I feel like it just kind of wasn't one that a lot of people acknowledged, I guess. Learned that there's a new Cinderella-themed horror movie called The Ugly Stepsister. Ooh, okay. Yes, they did make a live-action Lady and the Tramp. Yes, just, it's CGI. It's like the same lines as, like, the live-action Lion King. So, I think it's more in line with the darker Cinderella fairy tale. Okay. Sounds interesting. Yeah, Cinderella is the only one that, like, I, like, really like the Cinderella live action. I really like how they did the story of it. And also just her dress is gorgeous in that one, too. Like, the dress is just magical. Her dress, like, obviously, like, Belle's, I wasn't expecting it to be as, like, big and poofy as, like, Cinderella's was. I think Belle's dress was gorgeous, but it was also a little bit of a disappointment. Like, I think the detail they put into the fabric of, like, the crystals and things that they put on it, and it made it shiny and whatever, but, like, the dress itself was not... It wasn't it. It wasn't it. Like, it was pretty, it was its thing, but also, like, I've seen cosplayers make better Belle dresses than that. Like, obviously they had the money and they had, like, they spent it all on the crystal stuff and diamonds or whatever the heck they sewed onto it to make it sparkle. But I've seen cosplayers make better, like, Belle dance dresses than that. Oh, live action Disney hot take is that the live action 101 Dalmatian movies are the best. I kind of didn't even think about those. That actually might not be, like, I don't know how of a hot take that is. That's pretty, I feel like that's a pretty good take. I feel like that's a pretty good take. I didn't account for those because I was purely thinking of, like, the ones that have come out in the last, like, I guess, couple decades. Decade or so, I guess. Because those ones are, like... I've not coughed all day. I guess because I'm talking is why it's activating now. That sucks. Because those are like early 2000s, aren't they? Yeah, very much on their own compared to the modern remakes. Is being a high foe. Hi, Fairly Gay! Understand why you're struggling with Katamari after playing it again, 4 years after my first time. The camera's a fight. Yeah. Like, honestly, like, that I think is the tricky thing, is not even, like, steering it towards stuff. It's getting the camera to rotate so you can see where you're going. But I hope you had fun with it. I hope you had fun with it. What about Cats? That's not Disney, though. Right? Who made Cats? I actually don't know who made Cats.
Goddess.
Fo, thank you for the bits. I appreciate you. I forgot I added that alert. That is also a good take. The live action Cruella was really good. And I think it was good because it wasn't like a remake of anything. It was its own thing. Costume, music, story, characters, all great. Yeah, like you still had characters that you knew who they were. Like you knew about them.
Right, shoe puff?
Oh, thank you for the bits. It was so good, which I've heard they're making a sequel. That's all I know about it, but I've heard that that's a thing. And I would so be down. I had to redo the 10-minute level. Only got half a meter out of the full meter they wanted because I could not roll up the tiny stuff. Oh, to get big enough to spike in size. Yeah. Universal made Cats. That's what it is. Okay. I was like, I don't remember actually who that is. Made all the cats? Okay. Hello, honey. Hi. Yes, he's adorable. She's just like pacing back and forth past my legs. Yes, hi. Yes, you're cute. Into town and start rolling up people. Yes, it gets so absurd. It's so silly. I want to play more of it. I just was not up to doing it at the moment. So that's the thing that I'm like, I'm kind of bummed. I was like, I was on such a roll of like working out and doing productive stuff. And then my body's like, hey, you're going to be sick for a week. Like, thanks, body. So I'm not looking forward to getting back into the whole working out and all the things, because I know, like, it's not going to be... Oh, thank you for the bits. I know it's not going to be as easy as it was before I accidentally took a week off of time. So, hi, Spider. Hello. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, it was like, I'm not looking forward to it because I was like, I was on such a roll of going, not necessarily every day, but like going most days and at least doing something. And now I've essentially, like, I've done, like, some standing at my desk, but that's about all I've really done, just because doing anything made it so I would cough. So it's like, so, not looking forward to that. I am obviously, like, I'm going back to work tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. Like, we're at the point of the school year where I'm not necessarily leading like a ton of dance move, like kind of like I'm not doing that to the extent. We're doing a lot more like follow along things or game stuff. The 5th graders have a test, so like it should be okay, but I'm not not looking forward to like physically having to go back tomorrow because that's gonna be a thing. But luckily, like, I'll still have Wednesday to recover, so the upside to me being sick is I did not have to go to my Thursday Friday school last week. So I'm not going to complain about that because that school is a lot. Yeah, I got your gold button removed. Can't do heavy workouts. Yeah. No, Looney. I got distracted by talking about Disney things and then didn't pick up the Mad Lib book. Hi, Ranch. Hello. I believe you and CT got a Mad Lib. I think. Yes, CT got a Mad Lib and Looney got a Mad Lib. I do have tarot cards paused for the moment because I do not have a clear enough brain to do tarot cards right now. Okay. So CT's Mad Lib is an adjective. Looney is a plural noun. And Ranch, yours is an adjective. So adjective, plural noun, adjective. This one's a long one. I haven't fished yet. I want to fish. I want to get back to updating this stuff. The only thing I've maintained while being sick, I unfortunately have lost the backlog that I was doing. I was 3 days scheduled out at a time. I am now just scheduling for the next day. The only thing I have kept up with while being sick is posting VODs. So I'll say this, if you have not been over on the VOD channel, we have made it to the point that I am posting 2024 VODs. So VODs are now literally like a year behind is all we are, because the ones that are or tomorrow. Yeah, the ones I scheduled that are posting throughout tomorrow are May's VODs from last year. So we are within a year. We're within a year of having everything caught up. So that means there's still a lot of VODs to post because, you know, that's a whole entire year's worth of VODs to post, but we're getting there. And then the VOD channel will actually be like up to date for where we are like in real time. So that'll be nice. Okay, we put sleep in, we put holes, kitchen. All right. Yeah, this one still has 4 more words on it, and this one's a long one. It goes all the way down the page on this one. So, Azzy. I still think this is funny that I have a Taco Pill pen. I like it. Her sleepy holes bitchin'. Yep. Apparently. So yeah, I still have a lot of stuff to do on the VOD channel. But once all the VODs are posted, then like the bulk of it is done. Then there's just me being, you know, quality of life picky of stuff. Of there's things that I would want to go back. I want to go back through, you know, make some of the titles a little bit better, make more sense for what the actual video is. I've changed a few of them along the way. Like if it's just like remove part of it or add a couple words, you know, like I've adjusted to make it make sense. But some of them still make no sense. So I would like to go update some of them. I would like to add timestamps for when gameplay starts or when games change and things like that. The thing I don't think I will actually probably end up tackling is thumbnails, other than like going and just taking a screenshot of somewhere in the VOD, because the thing is, YouTube only looks at like the first like 15 minutes of a stream for the like 3 like thumbnail things they pick. So one of them is always the starting soon screen, and sometimes I get 2 of my face. But then it's, you know, it's just my face. There's very few of them that it's like scanned far enough and like given me one that actually includes gameplay. So I would like more of the thumbnails to actually show the game we play that day. Would be the ideal, but that is also a thumbnail times 900 plus VODs. So that's not a priority. I want to get back to, I have episodes of Cozy Grove that I filmed a year ago that I haven't got to edit and post yet. I've realized it's literally been a year. So I would like to get back to that soon. I miss doing it. We're a few weeks out from the end of the school year, so obviously that a lot of that stuff will be coming soon. So, the next couple of weeks will still be our Friday, Saturday, Monday schedule, with the possibility of bonus Sundays is kind of the thought. This next weekend, I think I want to, in terms of things, I think I want to jump into Stray Gods before tossing in the extra community night channel point thing. I think that's still the next like thing in the queue that I would like to do. So like tentatively, like Friday will be Final Fantasy X, and then Saturday will be um Stray Gods, and then Monday would be again Final Fantasy. So I think that's kind of the vibe, because the thought is I have okay, we have one review key that we absolutely have to do tonight because I need to do it within the next 5 days, and I don't want to leave it to the last day. We have one that we have to do tonight, which is Portal Fantasy, and I've had it. I've been waiting to check it out. It just hasn't worked. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 review keys right now, because review keys are fun and it's really cool to check out new games. So we're going to try to check out a couple of them tonight, because the idea is if we check out a few of them tonight, then I just wouldn't schedule one in the schedule for next week, is kind of the thing. You remember the era of YouTube where the thumbnail was like the halfway point, so videos would have a half-second pause in the middle where the thumbnail would flash on the screen? No. I don't remember that. I will say I definitely I was on YouTube a little bit. Like not even middle school. I was on YouTube a little bit in high school. We did not get high-speed internet until I was in 11th grade. So our home internet could not load a YouTube video until I was in 11th grade. So I missed out on a lot of earlier era YouTube. Like I was on it a bit via like friends and stuff. So like I know the duck song and the badger. Like I know some of those, those kinds of things that are, from the earlier-ish era kind of vibe. But I have a very vivid memory of spending at least an hour, if not like probably 2 hours, sitting there in it was either late 9th grade or early 10th grade, trying to practice that we were doing with my theater group, we were doing like a review show that was like a bunch of songs from different shows, and I was trying to practice 21 Guns. And I remember sitting there, this was back in the day when YouTube would do the gray bar of loading progress, because I would sit there and I would sing through the part, and then I would have to like wait for 5 or 10 minutes for a little bit more to load, and then I would start it over and sing through that beginning part with the little bit added on. And it literally took multiple hours for it to load that like 3.5 minute long song for me to like practice singing my song. So I remember that era. I remember having a laptop in 9th grade, because I got one for high school, and not having internet at home on it because we didn't have Wi-Fi. The only computer that had internet was my mom's desktop that was like hardwired in, because we did not have Wi-Fi. So my family lagged a little bit behind in getting some tech things. YouTube didn't exist until you were in grad school. Fair enough. Yes, when the duck walked up to the lemonade stand. Exactly. It also makes me very happy that kids actually know that song still. Yes, hi, Ellis. Sorry. Are my books in your way? Hey, bum, bum, bum. Got any grapes? Yeah? You got any grapes? No? No grapes? It is a good song. Yeah. I remember, it's also one of those things that I've realized, like, in terms of undiagnosed ADHD at the time for both me and my mother, who still is in denial, that I remember bugging her for months to call DirecTV or go onto the website to get the new box because I don't remember timelines of when it was, sometime in high school that it had been a thing for at least a year at that point of people talking about, yeah, I can pause it and we can record stuff and be able to pause the live TV and skip over commercial breaks or record things. And I remember bugging her for months to call and get the new box because it was one of those things you got a new box. When they came out with a new box, all you had to do is say hey, I want the new box, and they would give it to you. So I remember being so annoyed for the longest time of nope, we still have the box that you can't record things. Nope, you can't pause stuff. When that was a new thing of and kids nowadays don't understand that. What do you mean you can't pause it? The fourth gate change? Ugh. What? That's so many. Why? That's ridiculous. The dark side will be one of those permanent generational barriers across many. It will permeate multiple generations, and the kids know it too. And it makes me happy that if I put the duck song on, the kids know it and can sing along with it. Yeah, same way you cannot pause an online game, my child. Yes. It was just I just remember that being such a thing of and remembering that Grammy and Papa's house had the box, and they, because Grammy would talk all the time of pausing stuff and recording things and rewatching her shows. It's why don't we call and get that box so we could do that too? And it took forever. It took forever, which now I'm pretty sure nothing has changed in the sense that most of the stuff that ended up being recorded was the Hallmark movies, and then just watching Hallmark movies as background noise all the time. All of those, the hundreds of Christmas Hallmark movies. I don't know if Hallmark is still doing 12 new Christmas movies every year, but that was definitely a thing for a while. Yeah, the mad dash to get back to the couch after using the restroom because the commercial break ended. Yes. Yes, 4 and 3 emergency alarms and 3 hours delay on the tarmac. Airport, please. Let Lonely out of the airport. You got a new one. I didn't realize there was still another new one. On Saturday when we ended, I think it was Foe got it. But someone fished up Heather, and that was a new one too that no one had gotten yet. Officially hysterical mode. That's I feel reasonable. I've seen sunrise in Spain and watched sunset in Atlanta. Yeah, that sounds so fun. That is what I'm at this point. Yes, definitely make sure you're hydrating, taking snacks. If you can take a nap, you're gonna be stuck waiting still. But yes, Heather is the giant blue butterfly plush. And Faux fished it up. But it was after we raided, so I was dang it! So, there's still a couple in there that you all haven't seen yet. There's still a couple. I added a batch or two in there of plush stuff, so it's taking a little bit to get there, get all of them and whatnot. Which it makes sense because there's over 100 custom fishing in here now, and then if you also account for all the regular fish. Oh, also other thing before we jump into game here. Next time you see me, my hair's not going to be this long. Because it's finally time. I remembered for a while, there's hey, I need to schedule a haircut. Hey, I need to schedule a haircut. And I did that for about 2 months, and I finally scheduled one. And their next available appointment is tomorrow. So, time for the annual Tap Girl sharing. It's not intended to be an annual thing. I always intend to go more often than that. It just usually ends up being that long. Because it's also one of those things, like, I'm not one that I feel the need to get a haircut to make it look like I never need a haircut. Like, to make it always stay exactly the same. I like having that bit of the, it transitions and then you cut it. But it's definitely time because I'm to the point that it's annoying me having to wash it. Don't you want to cut the hair? Because it's long and annoying and we're going into summer. And as much as like aesthetically, I don't mind having this long of hair. Like I would prefer it to be a little bit shorter, like a couple inches shorter, but I think we're going to go all the way up here. I think we're going to go back. I think I'm going to have to swap my emotes back to short hair tap. I'm not going to get it as short as I had it before because seeing myself in VODs, it was like really, really short. Like it like went to the base of my headphones, if that short. Like it was like really short when I cut it off before. But I definitely want length off of it. Do it once every 3 years, so I get it. Wait for it to grow out 2 feet, then get it chopped, donate it for wigs for kids. Yeah. That's typically what it ends up being. It's like, it kind of ends up being one of those things. It's like, well, it's close enough. I might as well wait for it to be long enough to donate it is usually what ends up happening. I haven't actually measured how long my hair is. If I chopped it if I chopped it really short, I might have, what do you need, 10 inches? I don't know. It might be close. I think the last time I cut it, actually the easy way to go do this. Let's go Corn Queen. The last time before I cut it was when I had that Corn Queen clip. That's the last time I had it really, really long, and I think it's a little bit longer in that clip than it is right now, is the last time I chopped it off. So I don't think it's quite long enough. I could measure it and find out, but growing out for almost a year and it's down to my armpits again. Yeah, I was like, I aesthetically, I like myself with a little bit longer hair. In terms of maintenance and I hate having wet hair, the length it is at right now has been driving me nuts. So I don't think I am brave enough to like actually go for short hair. I think it is still going to be by definition technically mid-length. I am not brave enough, and I don't think I have the right face shape to like go like super short. But also the idea of going super short and then having like hair maintenance and drying it take like 5 minutes sounds magical. But also I don't think I am brave enough to do that. I don't know. Obviously, I get that it's hair and it grows out, but also like, I don't know. At least not this time around, I don't think. At least not this time around. We're just gonna go back to something semi-familiar in terms of things. I'm thinking like a lot of layers still. Like I think I want like, maybe get some shorter layers. So we might have me have to deal with like this sticking out kind of thing on stream and whatnot. Like it won't reach to tuck behind here. But because like right now these were bangs. They're definitely not anymore. So refuse to go any shorter than 4 inches. My family always enforced tight to the skull military cuts for men in the family, so I cannot stand having super short hair. That's understandable. That's definitely understandable. Like, I don't think I would ever go like that super short. But, like a long, like on the longer side of like Pixie, like, still like, still has, you know, multiple inches of length to it kind of thing. But or you know, one of, you know, that kind of vibe of like maybe it's shorter on the side and longer on the top. So or some I don't think I can pull that kind of haircut off. But I'm not opposed to the idea because like, oh my gosh, that would take like no time to take care of. When someone constantly takes your physical anatomy away from you, you learn to hate whatever they were forcing. Yep, that's understandable. My hair was the length in the Corn Queen clip, maybe a bit longer until I was 14, and I got a pixie cut and haven't let it grow past my collarbones since. Because yeah, the drying and brushing is so much easier, especially because I have very thick hair. Usually have sort of bob. Yeah, like it's very much like it's okay, but just the amount of time it takes. Like my hair, like I by terms of definition, my hair is not really that thick. If you're getting super technical about it, um redheads have like the least amount of hair follicles on our head. Brunettes have the most. So like I always remember growing up, my cousin's like, you know, ponytail being like literally multiple inches thick. I don't have that many hair follicles, so not quite. I find just keeping it shoulder length, but the constant cutting that I need to get it done every 3 months would be a pain. Just let it grow out and donate it. Yeah, like it's one of those things, like I don't dislike getting my hair cut. Like I'm not opposed to it, but the actual like effort to schedule the appointment and go to the appointment and sit there and like do the small talk, which the person I get my hair cut from, he's super nice. Like he's someone like I've known for like a very long time. So like it's not bad, but it is still, you know, the spoon drainage of going through that process. So it usually ends up being usually ends up being like once a year. I would like to maybe do like twice a year to make it, you know, not get to quite the, you know, tangledy dead end split end point that it is right now. Brunette, but if your hair gets to a certain length regardless of its thinner still, yeah. Only it takes 4 hours for my hair to dry when it's super long with the extensive towel drying. Yeah. My hair, like I will towel dry and then I will let it like I will do like a minute with like the hair dryer like to get the underneath of it. You know, I'll flip my hair over and get the underneath side kind of starting to dry and then I let it dry, but it usually still takes an hour. You know, usually if I remember, I'll do like another, you know, fluff with the hair dryer kind of thing at some point when it's almost dry, just to get the last bit of it. But it still takes at least an hour or two to get it to the point that I'm comfortable putting my headphones back on. Which is the other thing that is annoying is that I hate having wet hair, but anything pressure, if my hair is wet, like I cannot put my headphones on. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I cannot do any pressure of it like pushing the wet hair against my head. It's like, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, that uses the cold air to avoid frying my hair out. Yeah. I feel like I do okay with it because like that's really all I do. It's not like I'm curling my hair or anything else. You know, just fluffing, moving around for a minute or two. If that, just to get it. I get to the point that my hair feels warm and then I stop. Because then it's also just the sensory of like, no, it's like warm and like overly warm and just it's annoying. And it's one of those things like I could get it. Like I'm more reasonable with myself now because I get it because I understand that it's just a sensory thing. But it's still annoying. It's still annoying having to do it. Which is why like I've gotten to the point that I like fully wash my hair twice a week. Like, I used to do it more often than that, or at least wet it down and whatnot. It's like, no, we're making the deal of this is when you have to do it, or otherwise I would, like, put it off for a day. And then I would put it off for a day. It's like, no, you have to actually do it, or otherwise it just looks greasy. So, it will be a lot easier to convince myself to wash my hair with less of it. It will be less of it, for sure. I use normal settings. I roast my hair because of how thick it is. I need to do it in layers. Okay. Yeah, I am not that extensive of hair. But I could definitely envision of like, yeah, no. At that point, I would just not. No. No, thank you. Yeah, if I remember correctly, redheads have the least, brunettes have the most, and then like blonde is like in between. If I'm remembering the numbers correctly, it's like 90,000 hair follicles, and then brunettes can be up to like 120,000 or something like that. And then I think the like blonde is like 100 to 110 or something like that. If I'm remembering, I don't remember where I learned this factoid. It's a random one that I've known, I don't know, for a while. The random factoid is random, I guess. Okay. So, let's take a look at this. We'll watch the trailer first, if anyone has not seen this game, to give you a little bit of an idea of it. But this is one that I saw, and the trailer's cute and silly, and let me actually pause. Don't need our background music. I'll let you watch it.
Welcome, hero! The chosen one! Wait, this is what you look like. No, like that.
I just thought it was silly.
So, funny story, you were supposed to join a secret initiation at the Bauble Academy, but you were late, and now you get to stay behind and do chores. Lucky you!
Lucky us!
Oh, right, they did leave you with some basic training.
So it is like a creature battler.
Baubles! Adorable.
Also collector kind of thing?
Yours to capture, train, and fuse into absolute monsters. Of course, you could just lay low and finish your chores, but no! You just had to stumble into a conspiracy! Mysterious
This
villain,
is Portal
ancient
Fantasy. This
secret,
is the game that we're gonna play.
possibly a giant snake! It's fine! You got this! Probably.
Aren't they so
Nothing
cute?
says future legend like running errands and almost getting sliced in half by a spike trap. Enroll today at the Bauble Academy and get free detention! Limited to the hero only. Failure to report to detention may result in getting impaled, killed, or worse, scolded by Marcus.
Cat. So I've had this one for a few weeks, and well, whatever. I think I got it around actual launch, and I just didn't get around to actually playing it. So, oh, hold on. Let me turn this back. Bundled hair would probably be like 1.5 inches around. Holy butts, that's a lot. So, after watching that trailer, I was like, okay, this looks silly. This looks fun. I just thought it was also just cute. So I was like, this is what we're gonna check out today, at least as our first game. I do have some other review keys, and I installed some other games that we might jump in and play. Because I have like 6 different review keys from Keymailer right now, and some of them I have like a couple months to check out the keys, so like it's not a rush. But also, I do like getting to play some of them. I have one that I will wait until, like, a couple weeks from now, I think. Because I'll play it around the actual launch day, I think is the plan. Which, if you all want to know what they are, I can show you what the games are, but I figured we'll focus on this one for now. Oh. Full screen, please. Full screen. This is the energy of the Space Quest series that I've watched playthroughs of. Okay, you're a big old himbo and keep failing in beneficial ways and keep saving the galaxy. That, yeah. Like at the beginning of the first game, you don't get killed by an enemy species invading your ship because you, the janitor, were asleep in the broom closet. Wait, they closed the anti. No, boo. Boo, lonely. Okay, so let's see. We have black sidebars. Are we supposed to have black sidebars? Let's see what our settings are. Okay. So, doesn't seem like we have a lot of settings on the main menu, which is... we have some basics, but in terms of accessibility, we always would love to see some more settings. It doesn't look like we have key rebinding, which... Key rebinding is so huge in accessibility to be able to let people use accessible controllers. Like, that's always the one that it's like, the first thing I look for is like, can you key rebind? Because if you can't, it makes it very inaccessible. I think we're probably fine there. I don't know if it's just the menu, but like, did I miss a graphics? There might be more settings. Is this just the power? Exit game. No. There doesn't seem to be a scroll or anything. Yay for it not starting at maxed out volume though. I do like that. There doesn't seem to be any resolution settings, which I feel like is odd. I don't know if it's just the menu, but I mean, I don't mind the black bars on the side, but it is kind of interesting that it's not this way, but also kind of makes it more old schooly, which is kind of cool. Yeah, key rebinding is especially big for people with different conditions, like only having one usable hand or arm to be able to put all the keys where one hand can access. Yes, so like that is the other thing too. Like I watch with these review keys, and it's one of those things too. Like I usually don't open a review key until we're on stream so we can look at it together and kind of talk about these things. A lot of the games we've played have had a lot of accessibility settings already embedded, which has been awesome. A lot of them we do see have just really like basic things. The one that takes the cake is Minesweeper Dungeons. Had the least amount of settings that we have ever seen in a game. Ever. It had volume settings, but it was not a bar. It was either on or off. And it had like 12 different languages you could pick from. But that was it. You could toggle full screen and non-full screen. You could toggle the volume on and off, and you could pick a language. That was the entire settings for the entire game. That was it. So it cannot be worse than that. I don't know if you can physically make a game with less settings. No, it was not even like a volume slider or a choose your volume. It was turn the volume on or off. Also, hi Jessica, hello. And the other thing too is like, I feel like overall of checking out new games and indie games like this, we've had a lot of really awesome games that we have found. Like if in terms of like listing out like games we've played that have been awesome, you know, there's a whole lot longer list of games that we've enjoyed playing and have been fun games. There's those, you know, the top ones that have had all the accessibility settings have worked really well. The list of ones that we either didn't like or weren't accessible, like it's really like, I think it actually might be less than 5. I mean, no settings at all. I guess you could really literally have none. I guess you could, but I don't know. I feel like I've never seen a game with no settings though. Yeah, settings, the game. I mean, there is a game out there called Inventory Manager, which I still think would be funny to play at some point. Yeah, if you have no settings, no one's touching your game. Yeah, like this one, I'm hoping there's maybe more when we get into the actual game. This one definitely should have more settings. Because this one, I believe this was a full access or a full launch thing. I think it was supposedly 1.0. Yeah, it's not in early access. So we can call this 1.0, but I always say that if it doesn't have basic accessibility settings, your game is not finished. Nice try. Go back and try again. Go add some more accessibility settings because we want to see those here. We will still be able to play the game, so we'll see how this goes. There might be more settings in the actual game. A full screen / windowed setting is absolutely necessary. Yeah, this one at least had a full screen, non-full screen toggle. It seems like the full screen is windowed full screen because I can still move my mouse around from between my monitors. So, remember when a game tried to make a colorblind mode, but instead just made a simulation of being colorblind? I don't remember which game that is, but I do remember someone talking about that. I do remember someone talking about that. Yes, hi, Bella. Bella's decided I don't get to use my armrest. Yeah. Yes, you're very cute. Okay. Cave. Sleeping in a cave was not on your to-do list for today, but you didn't really have a choice. Should you stay tucked in a little longer? No, you shouldn't waste time. Valeria awaits. Okay. We get to pick our person. Yes, hi, Bella. Only redeem some cat treats. Should we get you some cat treats? Yeah. You stay right there. We'll see if me moving the bag makes Ella reappear. Hey, Scoop. Hey, Scoop of floofers. Yeah. You know, one of these times I'm going to remember to get the treats out of the bag before I pick up one of the cats. Yeah. Their leg was caught up by headphone cord. Kitty, yes. Yes, Bella, you're adorable. No, you don't need to do that. You saw so many cats? Aww. Okay. I'm realizing I didn't pause the other background music, so let's do that. We look at what our person is. Oh, we can zoom it in. Cool. Let's go for the pigtails, maybe. That feels like a very fancy dress to be going adventuring in. Ooh, purple outfit. Clearly we're doing the purple outfit. Okay. What do we got for... Well, not a ton of skin tone types, but at least there's something. Eyes are fine. Oh, you can change the kind of eyes. You have 2 different eye toggles. You have 2 different mouth toggles. Oh, is this the body type? Is this like the class or things? No? Are we all just the proportions of, as we're bouncing, we're like an ape. As our character's idle animation is bouncing, our hands are hitting the ground next to our feet. So that implies that our arms are like really long. Last two VODs don't have audio because the cable was plugged into the wrong thing. Boo! That sucks. That sucks. That's no fun at all. This is when you get to sit there and record yourself doing the most ridiculous voiceover for yourself ever. Yeah, we've got really long arms because our arms are hitting the ground next to our feet. Okay, looks like we get to pick a class. Okay, we have athlete, savvy, chemist, taxonomist, archaeologist, ballistics expert, tinkerer, trapper, magician. Okay. Hero's movement speed increased. The amount of orbs earned in battle is increased. Potions heal more. Chance to encounter uncommon and rare portables. Oh, okay. That's actually kind of cool. Hero's treasure detections area more. Bombs against enemies in combat do more. Hero can stack 6 instead of 5 animals in the battle belt. That might be useful. Chance to capture portables, I think is our creatures we're calling. I thought I was done with this coughing thing. I've not been coughing today. I don't even think I, like, coughed when I woke up. Like, I thought we were good. But I guess the coughing is still here. Hopefully, it will fully actually disappear into the void soon. Alright, increases drop chance of ingredients. I kind of want to encounter the uncommon and rare ones better, maybe? In terms of finding different, what are we calling them? Portables? Orbles? Whatever the things are that we're going to catch. I think let's do that one. Oh, I got to put a name in. Okay. Sure? I don't know. I think we look a little silly, but I think we're going to go with it. You jump out of your bedroll and take a moment to look around. Okay, the trip to Valeria's Orbital Academy would have been much easier if you had the luxury of using a portal. That would indeed be helpful. That would definitely be useful. A carriage was supposed to be cheaper, but you didn't account for a broken wheel. Oh, goodness. Foe, thank you for the bits. I appreciate you. Tap Girl is a goober penguin. Hail the corn queen of Marlinville. Sure, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you. Is that a full star, y'all? I think that's a full star. There's like, I know it was at least 2/3 of the way. It is! It is! Okay. Oh, I will squish. I owe you all a wheel spin. If you have not been here when we've done a wheel spin, our wheel, we put a bunch of fun ideas on here, and we spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, we unlock. So if there's ever anything we want to add to the wheel, we definitely can add to it. Push the correct order of buttons. There we go. So is there anything we want to add to the wheel before I spin it? I'm going to go through here, and we can re-add finished and unfinished game, because we finished a little to the left, so we could add that back to the rotation. Currently, we have a spooky stream, an extra community night, Chat picks a game and creative stream in the backlog. Oh, we also have a DVD. I forgot that we had that many wheel spins sitting in the backlog. I owe you all some wheel spins, and we're finding a balance between channel point redeems and wheel spins. So, Taptoe's a cartwheel? No. 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 So, is there anything you all want to see added to the wheel before I would spin it? What is currently on the wheel, we have a Lego stream with Talarian. The Corn Queen could come visit. A backlog review key. We could refinish an unfinished game. We could play a game off the backlog, which we do all the time, but like pick something that is like not currently in the queue kind of thing. The Marlin jersey and things could have to be displayed. Or Katamari, we could add that to the wheel. Yeah, we could add that as a wheel spin. Backlog, Marlin jersey. You spell spin again. Silly rated introduction for 5 raids. TCG with crowd control. Disney Speedstorm, and make us play golf worms. Yes, we can add. I'm going to trust your spelling, CT, and I am going to just copy and paste it. Oh, I know what else I was going to add on here. Okay, y'all, let me know what you think about this. This is some OG. Buddy, please. Okay, this is some OG reference here. This is an OG reference. Fiona Rockdove returns. For context, if this is something you all would be interested in, Fiona Rockdove is a 2-part clip thing that was... It's so old that you couldn't make clips over longer than 30 seconds at that time. You couldn't make them be a minute. It was only 30 seconds. In The Sims Medieval, I made a sim, and I picked a green dress and decided it reminded me of Fiona from Shrek. And at the time, people in chat wanted me to name the last name Brenda for memes and things. And NLA decided to offer up Rockdove as an alternative. I unknowingly, because I didn't realize it at the time until after I had named said sim, named her after a pigeon, because a dove rock is a kind of pigeon. So we could have a return of Fiona Rockdove. If that's something you all want to see on the wheel. Because I had that thought of, like, that could be kind of fun. But I will only put it on there if you all want to see it. Because if not, I will just play some Sims Medieval off stream and do that. Sure? Okay. Very majestic pigeon, very regal, very demure. Yes. Yes, fairly gay. Yes, I got tricked. I don't even know if we have a command for those clips, but those clips are there somewhere. They exist somewhere. Okay. Let us see, wheel. What do we get? Ready? Yes, you did, Anna. I was talking about Fiona Rockdove. I was so excited for a second. I thought it was going to land on the TCG crowd control stream. Nope. So, secondary question. Does anyone have the silly raid introduction saved? Because I don't remember it, other than it started with ahoy boobs. I don't know if, I'm sure it's in Discord. It's in Discord somewhere. It has to be. Did we pin it? I don't remember if we pinned it. We can find it. It's in Discord somewhere. Probably in a quote too, yeah. Something about appreciating butts at the end. Yes. So, for the next 5 raids, I have to do a silly raid introduction, and I am not allowed to explain it. It's pinned? Cool. Okay, I was like, I couldn't remember. I think we maybe pinned it. Okay, and then I will go in here, and I... Honestly, with the amount of spins we've done, I'm kind of impressed it's taken it that long to land on that one. Okay, and I will take that out of the queue. We'll take that off the wheel for now, because if it's in the queue waiting to happen, we don't have it on the wheel. So... Buddy, please, I would like to be able to answer the questions. Yeah, I was going to say stream elements. The alerts have been working, shockingly. Like, I totally expected alerts not to work today. Stream Elements has been riding the struggle bus. So if it's not responding or not working, then that would be why. Okay, let me just make a note of wheel, unlock, silly, raid. Okay. No. I also don't know where this cough has come from. I've not coughed like this since like Saturday. So I don't know why I'm getting this cough back again like this. Okay. There this game goes. Okay, I'll need to remember to reset the star later, but thank you again for the bits. Hey, NLA's working. There we go. Okay, a carriage was supposed to be cheaper, but you didn't account for a broken wheel. Good thing Mom made you pack a bedroll. You see portable tracks nearby. A portable that, by the looks of things, stole your backpack. Better check if there's anything left outside. Okay. One cat with multiple personalities? No, there are two of them. Yeah, there's two of them. What? Yeah, you stole my armrest. Fine, you can have it back. Okay, you woke up from a restless sleep to find a portable ransacked your backpack. Search your backpack to see if anything's missing. Find your way to Valeria. I almost didn't take the bedroll. You could just hear your mom's "I told you so." Head out this direction. Okay, I like the music. Backpack is ruined. No matter, the portable academy will be there with or without your old backpack. And they did say first-hand portable experience is a plus. Maybe this counts. A very ambitious child, you started your journey to become the greatest portable master. Your folks were less than thrilled with your ambitions. Oh, flashback, okay. When you brought a wild lizard into the house, your mom nearly had a heart attack. Elizabeth, that's how you named the portable, now lives with an experienced portable handler in your village. The same guy is the one who encouraged you to apply to the academy. He saw potential, and apparently so did they. Oh, I can move in here? We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted to the Portable Academy in Valeria. Your training begins in a week with the official initiation ceremony, a rite of passage for all newly admitted portable handlers. We kindly request that you bring this letter of admission to the Portable Academy. Don't be late. Oh, do we have the letter? A cold breeze brings you back to the woods. You can dream about the Portable Academy once you actually reach it. Your backpack is torn to shreds and your stuff is missing. Your mom's homemade snacks are all gone. Even worse, the letter of admission, your ticket to entering the academy, is nowhere to be found. You can see a clear path the Portable took through the woods. You might still have a chance of finding the letter. Okay. Oh, you say little froggies? Can I pick up the mushroom? Oh! I received a bomb? I was trying to pick up the mushroom. No, they threw a bomb at me? Should we be concerned? Tap, I say this with as much sincerity and kindness as I can. You can English as well as I can straight. Fair. The Englishing is not Englishing well today. We're attempting. Oh, you can see something in the distance. Could that be the Portable that stole your stuff? You rush forward, hoping the Portable is friendly. It's probably not. Oh, I guess the Portable moved on. Better follow the tracks. Okay, signs. Signs are like ancient tomes, just waiting for you to crack them open. Approach with reverence, press the interact button to engage, and let the knowledge flow. You'll be the wisest Portable adventurer in all the land. Great. Adding more cheese to the sandwich, the spice from the buffalo chicken, making you cough and wheeze. Uh-oh. Voids are scary, bottomless pits. Best avoided like a creepy neighbor. Oops, you fell in. Don't panic. You'll be whisked away to a safer spot. Okay. You took 0 damage. Love that. Can I jump? I can jump. Okay. Hey! Find the snack. The Portable drops some of your mom's homemade snacks. She's the best baker, you know. She packed a bunch of your favorite cookies when you got accepted to the Portable Academy. Oh. Breaking the news to your parents won't be easy. Which is why you thought it best be postponed until the last second. Could you just leave them a note when you leave? No. You decide to be an adult about it. Hey, sweetie, please tell me you got your room sorted out. I know you say guests never go there, but you never know. Leave her to it. You read the letter 10 times just to make sure it's real. Take the letter. Hey, sweetie, please tell me you got your room sorted. Okay, show the letter. The Portable Academy? Are you doing remote class? Are they doing remote classes now? Wait, it says you have to attend some kind of initiation ceremony? Sounds ominous, honey. And living in Valeria? Last time your dad and I were there, that boa something hissed at him. Hissed! Not to mention thieves and all sorts of other danger lurking about. You snap out of it. Noticeably darker and colder. The weather is definitely getting worse. Maybe you'll admit this little adventure when you write to your parents. Better get going. Not sure how much longer you'll be in the woods. Grab the snack just in case. Alright. Chicken butt. I don't know what boat. Like a creepy neighbor, State Farm is there. Yes, exactly. That's totally how it goes. Yes, so avoid the void at all costs. Exactly. Yeah, Mom, under the apron strings. Come on. Looks like you're getting closer to the Portable. It's a toad shroom, and it looks like it's holding something. You can't see clearly, though. It looks like it's eating the letter. You should try to get closer. Alright. You were right. It is a toad shroom, and you can see now that it's softly chewing your letter. You reach out for the letter, but it takes a step back. It looks at you expectantly, then sniffs. You've read books on portables, and you know what to do. Give it a snack in exchange for the letter. Toad shroom snatches the snack in a flash. The letter is discarded by your feet. A bit slimy, but mostly intact. You give the portable one last pat on the head and decide to finally focus on reaching Valeria. The words on the plaque are no longer readable. Although time has brought the statue to a state of disrepair, the figure of the holy priestess Minerva is still quite recognizable. Okay. Your part of the co-op is going up tomorrow? Cool. Okay, y'all, if you missed me and Bo's playthrough of Man of Medan, Bo's side of it will be going up tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to watch it because there's a couple parts where we separate that I am doing something completely different at the time. So, my side of things will be up. Well, my side of things I think is still here on Twitch. I think it's still here, but it will also be up on the VOD channel within the next couple of weeks. I'm currently posting 2024 VODs, and we are a year behind. So there's a year's worth of VODs that are waiting to be posted. It's only a year, though, instead of almost 6. So, progress! Mickey, you want to go back to Monster Sanctuary? Or Coromon? I don't know that one. I do own Monster Sanctuary, I'm pretty sure. Or at least it's on my wish list. I would like to play it. It definitely... This is no, come on. This is definitely giving those kind of vibes, though. The wind is picking up and you can see dark clouds gathering. A flash of lightning spooks you, followed by a heavy rainfall. It's time to find shelter. An abandoned house nearby should be safe enough. Totally. Although clearly abandoned, the house is surprisingly cozy. Looking around, your old buddy Toad Shroom peacefully sleeping in the corner. Looks like you have some company today. You make sure the letter is safely tucked in your pocket, just in case. After 2 hours in the woods, the dusty old bed looks inviting. What's the harm in taking a nap? It's not like you're going anywhere, and the walk to here was really tough. Yeah, that would be interesting to watch your two sides simultaneously. Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, because it hasn't been 2 months yet, so I think they might... I'm trying to remember. I was looking at which ones are deleting in a few days, and I can't remember which one, if it was those ones or right before that. So mine are still on Twitch for the moment, and eventually they will be on the VOD channel. I'm posting 12 VODs a day. I did a rough calculation a couple of days ago that it was going to take 16 days. So within the next couple of weeks, within the next 2 weeks, the VOD channel should be up to date and be, you know, we'll be streaming, and then the VOD will be posted. Oh, on your Humble Key list. It's a very Pokemon-esque, but it has a style like this. Okay. You plop on the bed with no hesitation. This is very luxury compared to the cave. Okay, you're just about to enter your first catacombs when you're shaken awake. You're still half asleep and can barely understand what this guy is saying. What are you doing here, kid? Do you know this house is property of Valeria? Wait, how am I in Valeria? I was lost in the woods. Woods, I guess you could call it that. I consider it more of an overgrown park. Are you one of the academy kids? I heard one of them was late. I guess that's you, huh? Marcus has been looking for you. Go on, he's outside. You can't miss him. Hurry, Black, little mean. I'll let this one slide for the academy, but no more breaking the law. Do a salute. Leave. No, do a salute. Because that's funny. Catacombs. Yes, exactly. Marcus is your brother's name? Okay. You make it? Finally, the grand city of Valeria is right before you. Also, just us tracing through the woods, and it's a park. It's hilarious. It was before you yesterday, too. You just somehow didn't notice the huge city. After some time in the woods, it's a sight for sore eyes. You are drawn to the tall, magnificent towers of the Valeria Castle before they settle on something closer. At the entrance of Valeria, a black cat is standing and staring at you. You shake off the strange feeling and start walking towards the city. I was going to say, we're supposed to talk to the cat, right? They said black and furry. Well, look what the cat dragged in our last arrival. Before you ask, yes, I'm aware that I'm a cat. My name is Marcus. I was asked to direct the stragglers to the portable academy. Looks like you're the lucky winner. Good news, you haven't been expelled from the portable academy. Bad news, your class has already left for the initiation ceremony. Yeah, it makes sense. Furry, black, little mean. I see you've been talking to the guards. Lovely bunch. Why don't you hurry to the portable academy? Gigi can keep you busy. Ta-ta! Okay. Yay, thank you. Oh, you're gone. Yeah, we did a thing! Yeah, we were literally 10 steps where we needed to go. It's great. Can already feel this game is going to have a lot of, I could do things, but I don't want to. I like the art style of the world around us. I'm still a little weirded out by the length of our arms, but the rest of it is fine. Okay. Do we want to get distracted and try to talk to people? I found a potion. They look a little grumpy. Alright. Can I talk to the birds? No, I can't scare them though. For a hobbit, it's fine. But our idle animation, I guess it's not quite as bad as, no, it's still doing it. Our hands are hitting the ground next to our feet. Our proportions are interesting. I do like the little characters though. Why does this have a skull on it? Hello? Boa Blaze looks at you menacingly. Is this the same one that hissed at your dad? Oh. Okay, I do very much like the vibes of this already, though. Better to scratch our itchy toes? Okay, fair. It's not our fault we have short legs. Okay, I guess that's the question. Are our arms long or are legs short? Or is it both? Finally, Valeria's renowned portable academy, where aspiring portable handlers master the art of controlling these enchanting and enigmatic, I know what that word is, but it's not wordsing right now, creatures. It definitely isn't much to look at when you think about it that way. Porble, what will I learn today? Oh, hey, the late bird is finally here. Don't worry, I get lost all the time. Once I was in the castle and... Actually, never mind, not important. I'm Gigi, assistant of the portable master. So, how are you liking the academy? You're not disappointed? People seem disappointed sometimes. But it's not about the looks, it's about the knowledge and the experience you get, right? Gigi's cute. I like it. Can't go wrong with a redhead. Is that... Okay, sorry. I'm just looking. Is that like tied or... I think that's like tied around? Or is it a necklace? I'm trying to figure out if that's like part of the actual cloth. I think that's layered over the top of what they're wearing. Yeah, because it's like wrapped around their shoulder. It's cool looking. The eyes for you, very possessed and mysterious. I just realized this is a head. It's like a head shape. Is this supposed to be like a creature? Okay. I'm getting distracted. That's on brand. It's fine. You gotta get distracted at least a little bit every now and then, right? She takes a deep breath. Hey, anyways, you have your letter, right? Sorry, I'm late. Well, you missed the ceremony. All of the other students, top Porble Masters and Porbles, are there right now. So I'm stuck here with the 3 runts outside that didn't make the cut. And you. Marcus told me to come find you. Yeah, I'll be like watching over you. I'll figure something out. I mean, I know exactly how to start your training. Can I ask you something? Tell me more about the academy. This is where folks come to study Porbles. You can learn so much cool stuff here, like how to catch Porbles and, you know, lots of other things. Tell me about Porbles. Porbles are only the best thing in all the realms. They're like animals, but not. No, wait. They're like mutants? No, that's not. They're like more like elemental beings made out of magic that seeps from the portals. Okay. Can we appreciate the music for a second? This music's really pretty. Okay, first things first. You gotta catch your first Porble buddy. You'll catch tons of them while you're training, but you need one to kick things off. The candidates are outside, so go through this door here on the left and pick your brand new bestie, okay? Cool, we're picking our starter. This is so not Pokemon, right? Oh, okay. I love that it was like rejects, but not. Hello? You seem new and green. Gigi is inside. Talk to her. Never mind. I'm just here to find Porbles. Are these the ones we're picking from? Because clearly... Oh, we have tall grass. Y'all, we got tall grass. It looks like an axolotl. Yeah, they aren't even hiding that we're getting the cast-offs and they expect absolutely nothing from us. These are the kind of expectations I can meet. From time to time, Axolil shakes its gills, sending water droplets everywhere. You guess it'll keep other Porbles away. It is an axolotl, but I want to see what the other ones are. Groobeat is lying on its back, trying to flip over. Oh, it was upside down. Oh, it's so cute. That's the one we saw in the trailer. After a few unsuccessful attempts, it finally is on its feet eating grass. Okay, Groobeat's really cute, though. So we have a water, we have a grass, and I'm assuming this is our fire. A fiery Charpup is chasing its tail. After a while, it gets dizzy and gives up. A playful Porble, that's for sure. Okay, y'all, who are we picking? They're all cute. Yeah. I will say this really makes sense because I feel like, I don't know, I've chosen, I think, a fire starter in Pokemon like once, but usually I pick like the grass or the water. Your team Groobeat? I know, I'm like, okay. I'm choosing, like, the fire pup is cute. Like, don't get me wrong, but I definitely am picking between Groobeat and the Axolotl. They're just vibing. They are. They're very cute. I'd personally pick Groobeat because, I mean, look at it, but follow your heart. I know, it's like, the little bouncy axolotl, though. Your team Charpup yourself? Okay. is just trying to flip over. Okay. Obviously, we gotta get an axolotl thing at some point. But how can you say no to Groobeat's little face? I'm choosing Groobeat. Obviously, if you get this game and play it for yourself, you can pick whoever you wish. But I'm picking Groobeat. This is so cute. Okay. All Portals have innate talents, ITs, which affect which of their stats grow faster. You can check on this using the toggle on the Portals card. It also determines which stat-specific ingredients they drop when dispelled. Okay. If you don't take Groobeat, I'm gonna keep flipping over just to get itself. Yeah, it's gonna keep flipping over just to get itself stuck. Yep. Your Portal's personality shapes how its stats grow and determines its unique combination of augmentation slots. You'll find it at the top right corner of the card. Who knows? You might have something in common. Okay. I just go back out this way, I guess? Oh. Oh, it did take me back inside. Okay. We have a friend. They're very cute. They're formed from cast-off energy of portals, so dispelled feels like the correct term. Yeah. I hope it becomes a thing, like, these end up being extremely strong portals because they just needed love and support, and you end up with a lot of experience by having to do stuff outside of the academy. Good choice. Slow, but it can pack a punch. Okay, so bonding time. The key to deepening your bond with portals is training together. Bond with portals is created as soon as you capture them. Their health will reflect yours and vice versa. So if all your portals faint in battle, you will faint too. It works the same if you fall prey to traps in the wilderness, so it's kind of a symbiotic relationship. So let's work on strengthening that bond. Take your Groobeat to the guy in the garden. Tell him to send you for your... I sent you for your first fight. He'll go easy on you, I think. Okay. You're back. You have a portal with you. Did Gigi send you to fight with me? She said you take it easy on me. Right. Hee. I don't think he's gonna take it easy on us. Alright. So, this is your first battle. Well, let's teach you the basics. The most basic of the moves, attacks. Press space to command your portal to attack. Okay. We're linked to this funky little plant that cannot keep its leaves upright? Yes. Is this a poor choice? It's fine. Okay. This is momentum, where your portal attacks or defends, the bar will fill up to use special attacks. You need momentum. Okay. Now I will attack you with a strong special attack. Prepare your portal to defend against it. A. Okay. Now you have enough momentum to use a special attack. Hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Oh. When using a special attack, pay attention to the elements of the enemy and your attack. Take advantage of their weaknesses. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this because I am never, ever... In all the hours of Pokemon, do I ever remember what elements go together? No. Time to go crazy. After 5 attacks in a row, 2 for the tutorial. Your portable can enter reckless mode. They hit harder and are faster, but their defenses are weaker. Okay. When a portable is in reckless mode, all they can do is use the regular attack, but they will also deal critical damage. A portable can use reckless mode only once per battle. Okay. That was fun. Oh. Got a mushroom. I don't know if Brando's here, but Brando, what the fuck is that quote? For anyone in the future, just quote 369. Their offense is much better, but their defense is weaker. Sounds like my undergrad's football team. Oh. You realize your portables might need healing after a tough battle. Wasn't there a magical fountain outside of Valeria? Might be worth checking out. Oh. Okay. I understand, like, the loading screens are happening, but it is the only thing that has put me off so far is just, like, the immediate, like, cut to audio when we go in and out of places or loading screens. But I get it. It's loading. Like, it's fine. Oh. Why did that dry up the entire fountain? That's concerning. Hopefully the fountain replenishes? I was gonna say that means another one's probably gonna pop up here. I think Stream Elements be struggling. If anything, it's majorly lagging. Maybe it resets when you go outside. Maybe. Let's test the theory. Can we sprint? Or is it just one speed? Whee! Nope. Okay. Well, it might be like a once in-game day or something like that. I don't know if we have a time or anything. The other thing I realized is I didn't look to see if more settings popped up. Doesn't look like it. You're so cute. You're so cute. Okay. You're in one piece. That is so good for me. Anyway, didn't plan this far ahead. Ah, I got it. Wait, you thought we were gonna die? So the manual here says you should learn to capture portables. There's a garden on the outskirts of Valeria by the portal. It's filled with mostly harmless portables. Try your luck over there. How do you actually capture them? So capturing portables. First step, put your scrolls in your battle belt. Just open your backpack, select the scrolls, then add them to your belt. To catch a portable, first lower its HP with your portable attacks, then use the scroll. Make the best of an encounter. Capture a portable, feed it, or run. After too many encounters, portables will leave the area. Then it's time to move on to a different patch of the garden. Oh, and take one potion as well, just in case. I'm sure you'll be fine, though. Okay. Okay, they have stuff to buy. Okay. Let's go see if we can catch some. It's the perfect day for portable hunting. You can see the gardens just by the portal. I'm gonna say, where is that? I see people standing there, and I'm assuming this is gonna be like Poke Battle. You're ready to face your first portable in the wild. Are you ready? Right? Gigi's words ring in your ears. Put the scrolls in your battle belt, or else you'll capture nothing. Capture scroll with 100% success rate. Although I kind of wish Gigi hadn't drawn all over it. Okay. Okay, let's go down this direction. Oh, it did replenish. Okay, so it's an overtime thing. I was gonna say, are people gonna battle us? Think. Oh, we got a berry. Oh, I guess the trailer did show like collecting berries and stuff. Ooh, there's a glowy book. Receive critical damage augmentation. Okay. Berry farm. Am I supposed to be able to see the portals? Or are we just supposed to be wandering in the tall grass? Where are you? Where are you? Okay. Bushes are like presents, full of surprises. You might find your new portable friend or foe you need to beat. Either way, be prepared to rumble. Walk in and take a chance. You never know what you might find. Okay, great. Tall grass time. There we go. What do we get? Woo! Should we try to capture our rock friend? I don't know what the D does. Sure you want to leave? Oh, no. Back it. Oh. Ooh. Like, I'm trying to knock it down some. We can go into Reckless if we want to. I'm gonna do this. Okay, that knocked it down. I'm gonna try to use our scroll. My understanding is 100%, so we should definitely get the thing. We got a friend! It's a rock. A small happy rock. Exactly. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. I want these little creatures IRL. Yes, that would be fun. Equipping captured portables. Boom, you've snagged your very first portable. Congrats! Now hop into the portable storage UI, pick your new buddy, and add it to your party. I'll have your, it'll have your back in the battle ahead. Just remember, party swaps are a Vivlaria exclusive privilege, so plan your dream team wisely before heading out. Not the journal. Horribles, there it is. Friend! Equip! Yeah! Friend! Okay. We caught a friend. Let's go back and see if we're supposed to do something else here. Hey, you're back. Whew, never doubted you. Promise. Now, what to do? Ah, I got it. You have time, right? I'm gonna need you to go to Trout Neck Island. Gotta replenish those scrolls I gave you. Old Luck lives there, and he has a stash. He'll also help if you get lost or injured or maimed anyways. Wait, back up. How do I travel there? Oh, right. You're a newbie. Okay, okay. No worries. I know just the person to help you. Or help. Oh, you? Ha 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 ha. Can you imagine? No, 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 no. Go see Rudder at Dragon's Cove. It's on the east side of Valeria, past Enchantra. He's like the biggest adventurer ever, and he knows much more about using portals than me. I'm like just a tiny bit scared of them. Just go and talk to him, okay? And take these potions with you just in case. Okay. We did the thing. Fancy. Okay. Y'all, I think it's safe to say we like this game. What do y'all think? Obviously, it needs some more settings, but we got little friends, and they're so cute. Flip the card. Oh. Minus the arms, it gets a 7 out of 10 so far. Yeah, it was like overall, like, I think it's not too bad. I think it's not too bad. We got a general gist. We got to collect some things. Obviously, it is, you know, it is definitely a game that it's a Pokemon kind of game. It is a creature collector. I think the art style's cute. The arms are still weird to me, but overall the art style's cute. I like the few characters we've interacted with so far. Obviously, the design of the Florbles is really cute. And lots of friends there. I think we might go ahead and pause here, though. I think we're gonna go ahead and pause here. I think we played enough that we got the general gist of the game. Obviously, like, it needs more accessibility settings to call itself a completed game. But I had fun playing with what we did play, though. Like, and the other thing, too, in terms of, like, controls and stuff, like, I feel like it should be a thing. Like, I obviously am not a coder person, but in terms of programming this to make it be rebindable, it's not like there's a lot of buttons you need to rebind. We're literally using WASD and, like, Q and the spacebar. So it's not like we're using the entire keyboard. We're using WASD to move. Oh, and E. E is our interact button. Q is our special. And spacebar is the attack. So that's 7 buttons? It's not like you're asking to rebind like Final Fantasy XIV or something. But again, I don't know anything about programming and stuff. I just know games should be accessible. Does it say what engine it's using? I don't know where I would see something like that. Would that be like a Steam page thing? Yeah, I don't know which engine it's using, but like in terms of like, it's not like it's a whole bunch of menus and buttons and things. Like you're using the mouse, I guess, would be the thing that I don't know how you would rebind of that, anything like that. But like, honestly, I'm happy that the controls for this are simple of stuff. Okay, do we actually need to save? I actually don't know how we save. Your progress is automatically saved and you will spawn at the last portal you visited. Okay. I think after 2 naps I'd be wide awake, but I'm over here dozing. Yeah, I'm already kind of tired. I think part of that is we are doing a late, an after stream dinner tonight. So Talarian's going to be cooking up the dinner. He's got a lot of stuff prepped, but is going to be actually doing the actual dinner here soon. So I think we might actually just go ahead and call it short tonight. I think just because my energy level is definitely not back up yet. I also just, I did not sleep well last night because it took me forever to get to sleep. And then I'm a dummy and I forgot to turn my work alarms off. So those went off. And then at some point this morning, I woke up and like my neck really hurt. And it was like migraine. So then I couldn't get back to sleep for a while. So it's just, it's been a thing. Make sure you fully recover. Yeah, it was like, I'm also just, we're jumping back into work tomorrow. We still got a couple more weeks of the school year. We should be back, I think, to more normal vibes this weekend. We'll do Final Fantasy. We'll start Stray Gods. Yeah. They have a Discord? Where'd you find that? I've not scrolled a lot of things, but I don't know. Overall, I think this game's really cute. I think it's cute. Obviously it needs more accessibility, but like I think the game itself played fine. On their website? Okay. I'll have to take a look for it. Obviously, like, this is a review key, so I do actually have a lot of reviews that I need to I need to actually type a review for. Like, I've done a verbal and we've played it on stream kind of review. Fun, wholesome little stream. Yeah, I'm glad you think so. I think this was good vibes. Let's go find somebody to raid, shall we? Let's go find someone to raid. Let me push this button here. I didn't even think about that. Y'all, Stream Elements isn't going to respond to me, is it? Oh, great. That's great. Well, if Stream Elements responds, we'll have the socials drop there and the raid message. If not, we'll just post. We can manually type it. It will be fine. I will most likely be back on stream on Friday will probably be the plan. You know what? I think let's go raid Sui. Because Sui's doing a review key as well. So this one's called Hotel Owner Simulator. This is another one that I've seen like listed as